Ladies and gentlemen, it has finally arrived. Oh my god, I just watched the bit of a mess of a live stream of PAX whatever, where of course Gearbox had their press conference, and oh by golly, so many things. It's a great year for Borderlands. Well, we don't know if it's coming out this year, probably not, but we got all the news. Oh, my ceiling thing is falling down. That's unfortunate. Anyways. Also, I made that video like a week ago, and then I found out that the thing, PAX East panel, was happening, and I was like, oh, upload, please, quickly before, so that we can make another one, but also so that one doesn't become void and redundant. But to no one's real surprise, the leaks were correct about the 4 new characters and all those kinds of things. Just because, again, some things are like, okay, that makes the most sense, you know, or like sometimes leaks are like, all right, sure, but no. The one thing I was surprised by, maybe there's when they were first conceiving Borderlands or something, they mentioned like a melee weapon, so I'm not sure if that's just they took it out or if they just chose not to showcase it or what, but yeah, they said the big header was 2 billion guns, so I think what they did is they probably took all the pool of manufacturers and they just made new ones and added it on top of that, and kept their whole weird like gun pairing system, like how you can have a Hyperion stock and all the shit. But yes, the 4 characters were exactly even like images released of the character. The only one that was a bit weird was the Siren. The Siren I don't think people had a good like representation of like the drawings. But yeah, no, every other character was on the money. The doppelganger guy, the decoy dude, he looks identical to what we've seen. The little baby Wallybot drone soldier, she looks the same. The one thing I will say, we're gonna watch a trailer and gonna breeze by it, but the one thing I was surprised by is the character that I'm gonna play, the Beast Tamer, looks so fucking awesome, but he is giant. He's huge. He's like a bear man robot, probably. It's weird. Also, before we jump into this is Mug in the Sitting. Let's do this. Alright, me put some music in the background. Let's turn this down to like the slowest possible frame rate. So we enter in. This is too slow. This is too slow. Too much. Too much. Knock it down to that. Let's do this. So the trailer opens up in this beautiful fashion. Again, everything looks stellar. Okay, so side note, in the panel, I mentioned it briefly, but everything was a bit crazy, and what I mean by crazy, it kept breaking. It just kept breaking. The videos wouldn't play, but I don't give a single shit. It could have just burst into flames, and I still would have been jazzed that this game is out. But yes, now it looks significantly better. So yes, this is a recurring thing where there's these 2 main characters, a sister character and this brother character. At least that's the vibe you get. But they have an upside down vault symbol, so I'm not sure if they're like, you know, an upside down cross. It's the Antichrist, if they're like the anti-vault hunter, I guess, maybe like they're trying to protect the vaults and they don't want them to open because they're gonna release some sort of bad. But we got the children of the vault. Give your flesh, take your guns. Weird. Don't know what that means. Do not know what that means. Maybe that's like a battle pit like that exists in the previous games. But it does look stellar. So good. Ah, yes, and then these are the new faction people. Oh shit, I didn't put that together. I'm awful. So I think there was a thing way back in the day in Borderlands 2 that Handsome Jack said there's only 7 sirens can exist at one given time. So we have Lilith, we have Maya, we did have Angel, but she's dead, so theoretically there's a new one who could come in. And we have the new one, the new melee person, and this lady. Okay, But yes, she's apparently a siren, which actually is, I can kind of see how that could play into the story, because at the end of Borderlands 2 in the pre-sequel even tapped this, but sirens are very connected to the vaults in general, and like the Iridian or whatever. But yeah, and then her brother looks like a punk steampunk man with a crazy looking arm. That's wicked. Go back. He's got a bunch of, I think these are new manufacturers, yeah. He's got is that a VA? Yeah, VA with a star in the center and a bold something. Can't wait. I want to get too like, ugh, but I'm hyped. Ah, this classic Lilith she looks slightly different. Girl doesn't age worth a damn. Side thing, maybe it's cell shadedness, but yeah, she's should be getting up there, but she looks great. Anyways, people were speculating that she's the villain. Oh! Damn, that looks beautiful in 1080p. It's so it was a lot less great when it was 720, but damn, that looks great. The color seems beautiful. We got our goddamn tech. See, that's what I'm talking about. That looks way, way more believable. The fact that people were saying that he just has a decoy was, I think, again, look at him. He's basically a Deus Ex. He's Deus Ex. He's like an aged... What's his name? The guy from Deus Ex. Yeah, and he has like cybernetic legs and like robot arms, so I can entirely see that character, yes, having a doppelganger, a decoy, but having every other ability on top of that. Like his melee probably gets overrided, his jump probably will get overrided, stuff like that. Then we got our beautiful girl, the soldier class with her little Wally bot, which I can only imagine is probably going to take the best parts of Wilhelm, except probably more focused on the guns rather than just the bot, although skill trees are probably going to be set up like bot, guns, and whatever else. But then we got the siren, because we're saving the best for last. But we got the siren, which I'll be honest, woo, she is, you guys will see later on, she is, I'm not even sure if she's a rock. Thick is not even in the equation. She's just lead. She's fucking shredded beyond belief. But one of the things I thought was so cool, and you guys will see later on, so maybe I shouldn't spoil it, but the way they handle her melee ability is extremely clever, because I was wondering how are they gonna do that? Is she gonna have like these astral blades? What's happening? But no, they did something really cool. She's like daughter of brick. But I shouldn't, you know, run by our main boy, our main robot boy, who is the Beastmaster, of course, if the leaks are to be believed, which all these characters except for the siren are identical to the leak that happened. So yes, these are correct. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I feel like it's correct. Anyways, Beastmaster, again, like I mentioned, big boy. I hope there's a skin that overwrites that so he's not just massive, like just this massive hitbox. Because maybe he's supposed to be the tank, which I would hate, because I don't like playing tanks. I do like playing Beast class, though, and I really hope that that is what he's at. And yeah, I really hope there's different skins for him. And I feel like with today's day and age, they're definitely going to do that. Another up-close shot. Look at that dude. Look at him. Boom. All right. Sorry. Oh, but yes, the classic Borderlands everything. Oh, man, I love it. Also, it looks very sharp. Like, yeah, that's one thing. It does, like, when you seen it at the panel, yes, it was 720 and it didn't look that great. But now, everything with their upgraded engine that they showed like a long time ago, everything looks fucking great. What does it say? Rapture upon us, holy is the mouth that bleeds. Live witness mayhem. Let's pull back. There's our siren. Goddamn, it's too fast. There's our siren. Look at her. She is goddamn yoked. And she's also purple. Okay, so I always thought Maya was like the slag character. Maybe she just has a skin, that's probably the case. But maybe not. If this is her default skin, then maybe she's like slag oriented. Oh, okay, there we go. That's the first that we see of like his action ability, or at least what looks like it. Maybe it's not a decoy so much as it's just a clone of himself. So maybe you have like a skill tree that just empowers your cyber augments, and then you have a decoy that just takes that and duplicates it. So you'll basically have double the damage and just like a clone of yourself that just wrecks. So one skill tree will be about having your decoy and buffing him in various ways, and the other skill tree will be about him buffing himself up, but that shares, maybe? I don't know, but there's his decoy. Oh boy. Okay, so are these all his pets? Because I did not I knew he had a rack. I think he has racks like a bird. He has a skag, which we know is right there. He has like a weird eye. He's like a robot skag with a bandana around his neck. And we have both of those ones, which I'm not sure if that's a thing. I mean, it would make sense if your alt is basically like click and then like an army of monsters just rip apart the world. But again, the only thing that I don't like about that is it always promotes like you're strong in very, very small increments. Like you have basically, you're like waiting around a corner for your action skill to come back, which I don't like. But yes, okay, so I guess he is full-on Beastmaster, because this thing has a shield. Like it has a Nova, sorry, that's what I meaning to say. And he has a weird like chimpanzee thing. I kind of not sure about that. I mean, like, I was hoping that he would have 3 and you could buff those 3 specifically. But if it's kind of just like, hey, put 10 points into this thing and you'll unlock a skag. And then another skill down, it'll be like, hey, unlock a rack, you know? Whereas that would be less cool to me, because then you couldn't really specialize. It would just be like overwhelming numbers, which I guess would be fine. But anyways, wait, there's our other girl. So yeah, they're subliminally showing, except for the siren, which we will see in a minute, her action skill. But anyway, look at it, look at it. We got Soldier Class, otherwise known as Helmet Girl, and her badass mech, which I'm less hyped about, honestly. I'm more like, I hope there's a skill tree that like is all about her little bot, like her little bot on her back, and then just like shoehorns the giant mech, because I would much rather just amp up the little Wally bot to be a death monster, which maybe that is what that is. Maybe it just becomes a giant turret tank thing. Anyways. Also, the music is solid. And things are weird. Again, this is more of an example of like, fucking jacked. Doesn't got a big chest, but she's shredded, so you shouldn't say shit about it. Anyways, getting a punk rocker chick kind of vibe. I mean, that's to be expected. I think this is actually, yes! Okay, so right there, that to me is her action skill, and that is really clever, because for me, I was wondering how they were gonna do a melee siren, right? I thought it'd maybe be like, hey, I summon forth blades, and maybe it's like a zero thing, she's invisible, and she can just wreck. But no, especially with her art style, she is a bruiser. She is a brick, which I cannot wait, because Brick actually had a really cool idea for an action skill, just like a melee berserker. But I was always heartbroken that it was never that strong. You know what I mean? It was never like, and I really hope Gearbox does do that, where they take melee characters and make them viable, which in all the Borderlands, I mean, like, you could do melee, but like just dip your toe in and then leave, because you're gonna die otherwise. What I really hope with this character, with her like weird, what is it called? It's like an Egyptian, is it Egyptian? I don't know, Azura? I just know it from Azura's Wrath, the awesome weeb game. Yes, anyways, that was sick. But with just her art style and her design, I'd be shocked if this character wasn't like Gearbox's attempt to be like full-blown melee, like full-blown, I'm gonna punch forever kind of shit. And I love it. It looks badass. She's also hulking out, which is awesome. Ooh, that's a scene. Okay, so one of the things that was weird is when the leaked trailer came out, where it's like panning around all the new characters that came out yesterday, there was like coded messages saying, don't trust Tannis. So I'm wondering if that's how the game starts. It's because this takes place 5 years after Borderlands 2, which is hence why we'll see Tiny Tina in a little bit, and she's pretty grown up. She looks awesome, by the way. Also, she has a strong vibe of a playable character in the future. Like, and you could totally see them doing that, just because her character, her art style is too on the nose to not be a character that we could play in the future. Anyways, but yes, Tannis, and dude, again, Beastmaster's thick, honestly. Like, that's a thing. Also, it looks like he has a little, like a claw thing. Interesting. I wonder if he'll be slightly melee, or if he's not. He looks like he has a predator claw in his hand there. Interesting. That's probably gonna be an augment. Anyways, I'm the shut up. There it is. Okay, so there's been tons. We're stopping at every goddamn thing, guys. So that was another thing that was leaked and I didn't mention. Forgive me. Was with the soldier class, that like badass helmet head girl. When she gets to her like end skill tree, she summons forth a mech. But one of the things they also mentioned is one of your people, your friends, if you're playing co-op, can jump inside the mech, which is awesome. So it really promotes, again, the soldier class being that like cooperative structured character really well, which kind of makes sense. In every Borderlands, the soldier class is usually pretty straightforward, just for people who are like, it's a soldier, point and shoot, you know. Whereas the Beastmaster, and I feel like the Siren might be a bit, because melee characters in Borderlands have always depended on you like knowing that, I don't know, when you activate your skill in this way, or you cancel your skill, you gain health, and all these other like passive things that you're kind of having to manage. I'll shut up, sorry. No, I'm not, because this is what the video is. It's us just talking about everything we're seeing, because it's great. It's great. I mean, look at it. Okay, yeah. This is the one part where they devoted a lot of time to like the car montages, which I'm like, we didn't need more of. You know what I mean? The car parts in Borderlands 2 were never like high points, and this is where they try to screw you. The bastards go at a mile a minute. There it is. Okay, see, just like that. I'm on a very slow speed and it's still not enough. There it is. Okay, so now we get a little glimpse into these main villains' siren powers, which is not a lot, honestly. It's more or less, we shouldn't even mention it, because it's virtually nothing. It's a little spark in her hands. What does this mean? Nothing. I don't know. Alright, now they're trying to fuck us over. Oh, but that's a goddamn image. That looks amazing. Okay. Yeah. I never put that together. Holy shit. Get back to being diverse. Because, yeah, there was never a psycho female. It was always dudes. I could totally see them being cheeky about that whole thing. Like there being a side quest about like, why can't women be psychos too? Or like a special subgenre of psychos that are just women. Ah, that's great. Anyways, let's go. I'm getting more car stuff, more flashback to that. Ooh, a new car. Again, I really hope, from what it looks like they may have went overboard with this, which I don't know. I never really, maybe I'm alone, but I never really got into the whole car thing in Borderlands. It was just, frankly, awful. I didn't want it at all, you know, going from to and from places. All right, what is this? There he is. Okay. I got my hopes up. I thought he was Krieg. It's just a very aesthetic looking psycho with a lot of new bloom of physics. Nice. Okay. Okay, no, you think, damn it. So the main siren girl, it looks like that's showing her action skill, which is a stomp. But again, I think how it works is you're probably gonna have like just your classic melee, but then when you activate your ult, it just adds on top of that. I really would prefer if it wasn't tied to just your action skill. You know what I mean? Like the only time you can substantially melee is through your action skill. That'd be frustrating, honestly. But you can do a ground pound, which I can see being a passive ability. Also, this dude got hella eyes. What is it? There he is. Why is he a zombie? He's a weird aesthetic. It's like he got steeped in like charcoal and just white. I mean, all right, whatever, cool. Ooh, and there's our heroes shooting together. Ooh, looks like racks are good. Not racks. What are they called? They're like the worst enemy in Borderlands 2. They're like little bugs. Oh. And that's what I wanted to see, and that's why I'm a bit disappointed that the Beastmaster has so many monsters, is because I really want to max out this guy. I really, if there's a skill tree just tied to your skag, I'm perfect. I'm so happy, which it does look like that because the skag is so tied to the main character, it looks like, and he has a bandana, and the robot has a bandana, so I could see there being this weird brotherhood with them. But anyways, yeah, because to me that's always what I've wanted in a Borderlands game when it comes to like, do you want to pilot a drone or throw a drone out and let it kill stuff? Do you want to, you know, have this death bird? Do you want to have this mechanized monster that rips things to shreds? Kinda. But I really would just prefer a skag that's just eviscerating everybody, like just a pup class, because you gotta love skags. Goliaths are back, and they're maybe elemental now. New special vehicles. I really feel like they're pushing the whole driving thing, which maybe they're just so good that I should shut up, because, you know, maybe they're like, it wasn't that great, it was a bit wonky, but sluggish when you were doing it. We made it better and we put more things in it, but I always felt like the driving was just a nuisance to me. But hey, all right, there's so much happening here. Another enemy type. Our girl having a different weapon. That's again with the additive of being like 2 billion weapons. Maybe this is just normal, or more likely it's legendary. Because yes, they probably took notes from people like for Destiny and whatnot in terms of the like legendary weapons having like completely special skins and like augments to those skins, rather than just being like a paint job, which some of the legendaries were like that. Looking good. Okay. Sorry, if you guys wonder why I'm just jittering, it's because I don't know. I don't know when it's gonna change frames. We got our girl Lila taking a knee, which we're gonna have to pick her ass up, I bet. Which we've done a lot in Borderlands 2. Okay, so this is a weird shit. This is our girl Maya, which is awesome. She's back from Borderlands 2. Don't know where Zero is. Apparently we see him in the Tales from the Borderlands, so I gotta watch that. I still haven't watched a playthrough of that. Gotta do it. And then there's this girl with Nope on her. I mean, the obvious answer is that she's Lilith's little sister, which I'm not sure if. Now that I think about it, maybe Lilith in her like special audio tapes said something about that. I don't know. Maybe it was her sister. I don't know. Did she mention that? I feel like sounds familiar, but her having a sister. But yes, they're pals regardless. They don't look similar. They don't look similar, and she looks kind of weird. It's just her like Lilith's bone structure is killing it, and I'm not okay. I'm being rude. I'm sorry. And there's our boy. There's our. Oh my God! Look at the gun. That's awesome. That is amazing weapon variation. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that, because a lot of the like the drum mag and all that kind of stuff were just I believe it was Psycho or Raider or whatever it is, but maybe they remasked it. Ooh, yeah, the guns look crazy. Like, yeah, it's like a mixture of an AK barrel, a drum mag, a beefy back end. I don't know what that is. Again, that's probably the whole 2 billion guns, which you guys are about to see them tote, but that's probably due to the fact that they've made a bunch of new weapon parts that can be combined within one another. And then a story part, it's kind of, I don't know how you piece together the story besides, yeah, we have information that says don't trust Tannis. Did I say that before? I hope I corrected myself if I said Lilith. Don't trust Tannis is what we heard. We also see here that Lilith is getting wrecked by these two villains, these our main antagonists. Also, something that I did not notice beforehand is Lilith is actually missing her siren tattoos. So maybe that's the whole plot, is that you go to this planet, they take your powers, and boom bam, you're basically helping Lilith reclaim her powers as well as try to figure out what this villain is. But I guess that's what kicks it off, I would imagine. Is Lilith losing her powers? But I'm wondering if, like, what can you put together from that? Especially 5 years after the fact, like what happened when they found out all these vaults exist? And more cars, which I don't know. And then our boy again with the crazy skag and wait, what does he have on his back? I think maybe it's a callback to his Beastmaster. Yeah, he has a bag full of like collars, and a bunch of stuff like that. That's kind of awesome. He's definitely a robot. What if he's Zero? But like, nah, that'd be the worst. Please don't do that. Don't make it Zero. Explore the worlds. Oh right, explore the worlds. So now with there being vaults on a bunch of different planets, I could totally see that being thing. Oh, you know what'd be amazing? I never thought about that. If there's like these two brother and sisters who clearly are building like this empire of psychos, it would make sense that they're setting up bastions on each planet to either protect the vaults or whatever, and your job is to go to that world and either do side quests or whatever to gain notoriety to maybe overthrow them. That'd be pretty sick. And you'd have characters like Moxie. Oh, that'd be really cool if they did stuff like that. I don't think they will, but if they had, like, you could choose between Moxie, Lilith, or Mordecai, or Brick, or Tiny Tina, or any of these people to like give a location or whatever once you like evacuate the people, so that they could add their spin on that little world. Probably not gonna happen, but it would make sense if you're going to worlds and there's these like pillars that are like that control this clan for your whole job to be ripping the roots out of that world, which is them, and then trying to get to the vault inside each planet, and you getting closer to getting to like the, I don't know, piecing it together, and on your way discovering each vault you unlock loot. That'd be kind of cool. Anyways, and there's our guy who we don't ever see him with his action skill really what it does. So yeah, we do however see that he, out of all like the characters here, he looks like he's fused with tech. Again, like I feel like this character is the Deus Ex guy just aged a lot. Which I bet I would love so much if that was like hinted at. He has all the features of the one guy, the one dude. And then we see our what do you call it, our soldier, our helmet girl, and she's about to get smacked by another woman. Equality. Okay. I love it. Love it so much. Perfect. Again, driving. And this is what I want to see. I want to see what you see the world in and the guns that you see. And again, this is a trailer, so maybe the guns don't look exactly like this, but damn, it looks good, it looks crisp. Come on, YouTube screen, get out of there. Anyways, there's just a bunch of worlds, again, them being like, worlds, baby! And again, I think you're gonna have to traverse them with the vehicles, which is probably why they spent so much time showcasing them and probably, hopefully, ironing out the kinks, because I really didn't like the vehicles. But now we're about to see weapons. That is fucking awesome. That is like a World War II back end with a turret front end and a beautiful scope. Yes! I can totally see what they're doing with the whole guns thing. And again, AK barrel with a bunch of other weirdo attachments on it. Just looks sexy. They're in a weird church. Oh wait, no, I know where they're at. They're about to meet Brick, I think. Brick, Mordecai, and Tina. Weirdness, just shock. Holy Broadcast Center. Everything looks goddamn gorgeous, and all these planets. One thing I will say, that worlds look big, and Borderlands was actually always pretty good about having giant, huge worlds. But I mean, again, I hope they don't do the No Man's Sky thing where they're like, you know, so many worlds, but nothing there. Which, again, even in the pre-sequel, there was tons of quests everywhere, so I don't think that's a problem necessarily. Okay, nah. Oh, and this looks like our new bastion, our new sanctuary, which I imagine we'll have more of now because we're spread out between planets. But it looks good. All right, craziness. This does not sound good for me because I probably muted the audio for you, but it sounds terrible right now because it's the music in the background. But again, locations, 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 and baddies to boot. And we got the villains with the ooh. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't see that. Okay, so wait, there's 6. But does that count? Because in total, that's 7, if Angel counted. And right now, there would, yeah, because by the time, if only one siren could exist or 7 can exist at any given time, then Angel dying would just mean that a kid would have to grow up with the power, right? But I mean, generally, I think that's all the sirens. If there's 7 sirens in total, but that means the dude's a siren, which is what I've been wanting, except he's a villain. Shit, I wanted a dude siren that was explosive based because explosive is like the bastardized child of the elemental world, and it would also make sense that he's a guy because he's just adding to that, like, what? Why are you? Okay, I mean, sure. But it's just sadness. I mean, they already showed a lot of, what do you call, variety. This looks amazing. Love it. No comment. Just wow. Also, a lot of enemy types. I'm more just in love with the areas. Like, also, this is that's one of the creatures that the one dude can summon, like a little weird monkey thing. That looks awesome. And then of course we get this weird decomposed, you know, raptor. Not raptor. What is it called? I don't know what it's called. Anyways. We got our classic giant dude on top of, with little baby man on top of him. We got what looks like an Iridian-ish monster. I don't know. We got the bugs back. Man, they are really just like abs. Just look at her abs because she's shredded. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Ooh, what is that's different? Is that a new like faction? But super tech oriented? Oh, well, yeah, it says there. Oh, Maliwan. Oh, God. Okay, this is like a whole group of them. All right. Interesting. I wonder if we're going to go to that planet from Maliwan, which is a faction in Borderlands 2. I can't say the name right. I know it's not Maliwan, but whatever I'm saying. You know. Also, we're going to speed... Actually, this is Brick just in all of his beloved glory. Just look at the man. God, his scars are deep. Like, I don't think that's how that works. But anyways, also, look at that. Just gorgeous. I don't know if it's a man. Okay. It says, come on, with a bang sign? Okay. Yuck. Yuck. All right. All right. Bunch of different enemy types again, with Brick just showcasing it all. Brick looks like that one guy from Gears of War. I don't know what his name is, but he looks like it. Your friends are here to save the world. Wasn't Handsome Jack that said that everyone thinks they're the hero of their own story, but they're actually a monster most likely? But anyways, there's our girl Lilith. Probably won't be able to play as her and all that, but you know. And there's our girl Tina, all grown up. She's got pink missiles. Again, everything about her character design screams I'm actually a playable character. Because she has like a crazy... we're gonna get a front-facing view of Tina. Yeah, she's got a little goddamn sock puppet, whatever it is. But yeah, when she puts on the mask, she has these crazy, what do you call it, ears? Which to me just screams that, like, everything about her kit, the fact that she has missiles on her arms, the fact that she has this giant, like, thing here. I get the vibe that she's gonna be a playable character later down the line. Also, I feel like that's something that everyone would have been like, yes, do that, please. And then there's Ellie, our girl. Oh, and then there's, ooh, pre-sequel. Sorry, my heartburn. We haven't seen Athena, which is a bit sad. But anyways, we used to see Flintlock. What is his name? Oh, damn it. The people. You guys know who they are. And the girl from pre-sequel. She was a downloadable character. And then we got Clappy. Oh, and then we got... The people would love this. People went crazy when they seen this. Oh! There he is! I didn't know this. I gotta watch Tales of the Borderlands. Anyways, We got our character from Tales of the Borderlands, our main character, as well as Zero. I did not, yeah, he has 0 on the arm, so that is 0. Just aged, withered, looks great. Good to see him back, though. We got Tannis. We're not supposed to trust that bitch. And we also got the storyteller himself. Don't know his name, forget it. But one more thing. Over 1 billion, I thought it was 2 billion, forgive me, 1 billion guns. I overstated it, but still insanity. Yes, so for those guys who are like, how the hell is that possible? The way Borderlands has always worked is there is a base gun, like say SMG, but with the thousands of different manufacturers, you can have a special stock, a special magazine, a special sight, a 1,000 other things. So when you get a weapon to drop like a special gun, it basically just interchanges those parts. And each faction thing has its own benefit. Like I think Hyperion, if you got a Hyperion grip, the more you fired, the better your stability got. Something like that. Things along the lines of that. So it's a bit complicated. You're best just to be like, let's try to use it, and that's it, because otherwise there is so much, and especially with them adding new manufacturers, I can just see it getting crazy. Also, a little baby gun with legs. This is, hopefully is a TDR. If this is the case, I'm just gonna, who's not gonna use that? Just like throw out a bunch of these guns and just seek out and kill things. They're just basically additive damage. It's adorable. Anyways, I hope that's not legendary. I hope that's just a brand. We got you, boo. We got you, boo. And we also got a mechanized creature, which was the soldier popping in there. And a big finish. Basically, this is what this is Gearbox winking at all the content creators out there, because it's just a fast bunch of screenshots where everyone can see. No, don't do this to me. Is that fire? Oh, it's fire. I got so excited. I thought maybe it was explosives, but now it's fire. Anyways, I was like, it's an explosive impacting what looks like to be quick. Yeah, it was a lot to gain from a second grin. Listen, I really want explosives to come back in a better way. Weird gun, actually. That's... yeah, it says about, there's just like a showcase of all this crazy weapon augmentations. Oh, we also have some stuff that looks like it's from Battleborn, whereas like there's this beam kind of flamethrower attack, which is awesome. All right, shit, it's so fast. We may need to go to ultra slow speed here. I even missed this one. That's how fast it was. Okay. Also, this is the Beast Hunter who we have, because he has that weird like predator grip or whatever. But yeah, that's a sexy looking shotgun. Are there any shotguns that reload a single clip like that? I don't know. Regardless, the environment looks beautiful as well. Ooh, yeah. So now they're in Borderlands. Even though it was like 2 million guns, it only really changed things like stability, magazine, reload speed, stuff like that. But now it looks like they're actually like there's barrels that change the projectile of the weapon entirely, which will add a ton more grinding and like buildability to having special guns. Everything looks so great. Oh, that looks like it's a Torg shotgun or whatever. Also, what? Oh, you know what this is? Oh, that's probably what it is too. This could either be Maya just popping in the story and helping you passively, or this could be what's her name, which I think it's probably what's her name's ability. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, because you were playing the siren. Look at her hands. Her female hands. They're shredded even still. Yeah, this looks like one of her abilities, I guess, where she can actually like hold a person and probably... ooh, that'd be really cool, actually. If you could like punch someone and that would hold them, or like status them in the air. And then you could either choose to like amplify damage on that target or bleed them dry, which would be crazy. Like you getting health steal from this like enemy supported in the air. That'd be crazy. Anyways, sorry. All right, I'm at the lowest possible speed. They're really just gunning it. There it is. Okay, a little pistol. Looks like an SMG a little bit. All right. Ooh, looks like a Winchester actually, or something like that, like a scout. Interesting. Also, the world again looks beautiful. The color looks fantastic. Looks like they amplified what everyone loved about Borderlands, which was the color. Also, goddamn, that's a negative. to like, what happens if you get a gun that's strong as shit, but also happens to take up half your screen because it's just got all the janky giant components. Also, looks like there's enemy types with riot shields, which is wicked. Also, it looks like enemies are a lot more vertical now, which is cool for like difficulty settings. Ooh, and then they got those guns that are just black, like militarized black and silver and red. And they got a bayonet on that. Jesus, everything just screams 100. Anyway, cool scopes. Oh, it looks like they're bringing back kind of like the stylized weapons of Borderlands 1. How like a lot of the SMGs were like very stocky and not like, they look like that basically. Malawan coming back. Okay, that's different. That's real different. That is that maybe though that's an alt ability though, not a gun. Although probably a gun because they're saying 1 billion guns, so it makes sense that it's a gun. But anyways, that is not a gun. That's like some sort of weird gauntlet thing, which looks sick. Again, just guns that have different kind of presets. Why are you doing me like that? Was that a grenade launcher, like a thump gun? Oh shit! No, you have a rocket. You have a literal RPG. Well, goddamn. And then we have that. Okay, so maybe that's just a different type of gun thing. Cause yeah, no. Now new people are using it, so it's not just like that soldier ability. Okay, so there's like gauntlet weapons now. That is wicked. So it's just like, does it fire out bazookas or something? I don't know. Or missiles. That's awesome. Guns. Get different guns. More guns. What is fuck? What is that? It's like a root weapon, like a living weapon. Sick. Again, just the design of all these, like just the mashing of all these different parts looks awesome and weird as hell, which looks very Wasteland, which is awesome. Bunch of greens. Oh wow, yeah, I know, you can definitely see just the complete weapon variety. Also, there's like a weird, yeah, there's like a gauntlet variant. Okay, so there's gauntlet weapons now. So not, okay, that's an entirely different weapon type then. That's awesome. Ooh, classic Jackson. Jackson, a handgun. Jacob. Is that right? I think Jackson. Weird. Is that a sniper? I guess. This is really cool. So not only, I think there's sliding. I don't think that exists in the previous game where there's like you can slide. But which would make sense because they probably took inspiration from Bulletstorm. Anyways, this, you got a little riot shield. What was that? I'm not even gonna look back at that one. That was so fast. More little grist things and AK and guns we've seen before and shotguns, and it's so fast. It's so fast now. Ooh, a sexy looking Jackson gun. It's not Jackson, it's Jacob. It's Jacob or something. I'm sorry. I don't remember all the names perfectly. Alright, a bazooka, pistol, whatever that is. Whew. Weird gun. Ooh, what is that monster? I don't want to look back at it, but I believe it exists. And it's gonna be awesome. Plasma gun looking thing. It's more for me at this point. Yeah, it does look like we're gonna be going into like special faction allegiance kind of places, which would make sense. Because there's a Maliwan thing just there. Who has the weird, like, Metro watch? What is that? All the loot, baby! Awesome. Nice. And let's end it not in harm. There we go. Look at that. Borderlands 3, baby. We almost talked about this. We oh my god. And we got Clappy. Being Clappy. We almost, guys, I apologize, but what do you call it? For a 3-minute trailer, we talked about for almost an hour. So, also a trailer I actually haven't even seen. Yeah, so this is a remastered version of Borderlands 1. Everything looks a lot more clean. 60 FPS. Everything looks great. Ultra high definition. Oh, I'm in the sledge. Yep. That split 4 players split screen. I think they added a little bit of stuff, but nothing insanely insane. But enough to where, like, if you haven't played the game, you want to go play it now, probably worth it. Nothing to really comment on if you haven't played the game. Oh, right, they added hats and masks and stuff like that, which is nice. But yeah, if you guys haven't played Borderlands 1, this is a great time to do it. It comes out April 3rd. Ooh, that's next month. That's actually very, very soon. God damn. Yes, very, very soon. I mean, it's awesome that they did this, but it also makes me kind of worried because I don't, with them having this, I feel like the chances of Borderlands 2 being super away, Borderlands 3, sorry, being very, very far away, it's increases with like them being like, okay, well, this will hold you over until we're done making the game. And I'm like, it looks so good. I really hope we get a release date at some point. We're probably looking like something like 2020, which is unfortunate, but you know, hopefully it's good. Hopefully it gets all the development time that it needs. But ladies and gentlemen, that was Borderlands. If there's any news or like information, or I just feel like I gotta talk about it because I love this series to pieces and I just can't wait. Again, as to my wish list things, we haven't seen anything enough to say if explosives have made a comeback in a better way and aren't just like the slowest moving projectile weapon in the game. But yeah, thank you all so much for your time. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Let me know how hyped you are as well, because I definitely don't think I'm alone. I think everyone really enjoyed Borderlands 2, and a lot of us even enjoyed the pre-sequel and or Battleborn. But anyways, thank you all so much for your time. Subscribe button above me, 2 videos on the right. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.